we back.
Good shit, guys. Good shit.
Thank you, Backline. Thank you, Backline.
Trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
Go home and tell your sons that fucking a transsexual doesn't make them less of a man.
Ooh.
No police
Yes,
brutality.
baby.
Keep your composure. Y'all stay professional.
You must understand the optics of this. White people protect.
Hello, my love.
You are the very definition of the American dream. Are you not? Now let me be very clear. Not your American dream. Fuck you. Your white picket fence symbolizes that you are from America. It represents that you have one line that you stole the You are not protected until a black trans woman How lovely it is, right, to come out tonight and to rejoice and to meet with your colleagues, your loved ones. On Blue Kingdom Tablecloth, on How Nostalgia. That represents white supremacy. This white picket fence, this white meal that you're having is all racist. We are here because the people are demanding your justice. The people are demanding your responsibility. It is time. It is time. Do not think that we can all revel that Biden is president. That is not the solution. That is not the absolution for black people in this country. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black women matter. Black women matter. The very black chefs that are preparing your meal. The very black people. The very black people that are serving you tonight. Tip them more!
In cash.
Let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. We are not here for your entertainment. We are not here for your entertainment. We are not here for you to rejoice and to go home. Okay, guess what we done tonight? No! We are here because we are still fighting for black lives. We will continue to fight for black lives. Black trans people are under attack each and every day. So, we ask that when you leave from this place, message. So tonight when you go home, I would love for you to do all of us a favor. Go to For the Girls, go on Instagram, For the Girls, and donate. Black trans people need your support. We are demanding your support. Oh yes, open up those phones, honey. Oh yes, I know you have them. We know you have them. Tonight, when you go home, when you leave this lovely white picket fence dinner, understand that the very people on the other side of the fence, they are struggling. The people on the other side of the fence
uncomfortable.
that you kept in the back of your mind, know that they were the ones that raised you. Know that they were the very black people that pressed said, you! We are not here for your absolution. Do not think that you are somehow absolved.
I know, they're so uncomfortable. They've like never seen a black person in their life.
Honestly, that tan is
We have an opportunity to black people that are suffering. So when you leave from this place, make it your duty to start supporting. Make it your duty to show up for the black lives.
Talk about literally, that's it.
When you go upstate, when you go with your lavish families, to have your Williamson over turkey Thanksgiving dinner. Know that there are people that do not have that. Know that there are people who do not have a warm home, do not have a cup of warm cider to indulge in. Know that when you are out there gallivanting over a holiday that terrorized the very indigenous people of this country, know that it is your opportunity to support them. Know it is time for you to show up. Know that it is an opportunity for you to engage in community. So on Thanksgiving Day, before you take out the really crazy raisin dressing, know that you could be spending time with the people of this country. Thank you.
No habla homofobia.
It's amazing, by the way. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Hey. Hi, how are you? You look like you got kids. You got kids? No, no kids. What about little siblings? Little cousins? No. They know that Auntie's a killer. Do they? They know Auntie's a racist. They know Auntie's a homophobe. Do they? Just wondering. I'll let them know for you. I bet they follow me. Dripping. Oh no. Hold on. Put her back. There she is. Shut it down! 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 The mayor would hire a white queer. Yo, the ofrenda looks Megan. Sorry, I made you hold the flag. You want to hold the phone instead? There you go. We'll trade. Oh, that's so fun.
Extra. Extra. Yo, people are...
How y'all feeling, baby? Now make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Family, when we come together, we create change. When we come together, we create a way so that we can heal. When we come together, we create a way that we can celebrate Black lives. Black queer lives, Black trans lives. When we come together, we create family. I thank you so much for tonight's creation. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
Thank you.
Before we...
I'm too short.
Oh, what is it? Disperse. Before we displace, oh God. Before we disperse, we just have a few offerings from our family. I would just love y'all to please make some noise for my baby Joanna. Come here, man. Honey, clear the path, clear the path, clear the path. She's coming through. She's coming through. She's coming through. She's coming through.
Oh, fuck me.
Again, I want to thank you all so much. Today I actually told Queen I didn't feel like speaking today because these weeks with the external conflict that we see and the internal conflict that we see even within this movement.
I wish I was here like an
It's getting very unbearable. But I remember, I don't know where Bobby is.
Bobby! Oh yeah, that'd be great.
But on the very first
Are
protest,
you guys like Mexican?
she told me that I was nervous. And she said only good things come from good
Wait, can you get
intentions.
into the light?
And so I want everybody
Actually,
to keep that saying, to keep what she told me, because that is what's getting me through everything. We know our heart, we know who we are, we know why we come out here every Thursday, we know why we scream Black Trans Lives Matter.
Thanks.
No matter what anybody says to us, no matter what anybody does to us, physically, mentally, the love that we have in our hearts will always overpower that negativity. Will always, when we're around each other and we were dancing and singing and being happy,
Thank you.
I forgot why I was upset to begin with. I forgot, well, if my community has me, then what could possibly be wrong? Who cares about anything else? You have a family, a support system. We all have that here. And, you know, that being said, I know there's a lot of us, but I love constructive criticism. I love it, because I give it, if it's asked for or not. So I want that same, I'll go right back to jail. I just want to say that because I understand that you guys are photographers, so I don't care if you're trying to get a good shot. I don't care if you're trying to take a picture. We love our photographers, and the photographers that are my family, they know who they are. But please still remember, you are a guest. Many of the people here that have been taking pictures of me didn't even ask. Let's just that being said. Anyway. But again, thank you all for coming out. I wish you all the best. I want all of your input. I want all Anything that you're feeling, I want to share. I want to share in. I want to hear you, because this is not a dictatorship. This is not a democracy. This is not a republic. This is a community. This is a Black Lives Matter community. And before we leave from this space, don't tell Black people how to live their life. Don't tell Black organizers who taught you something how to organize their own march.
You sure? Amen.
I don't want to make you do it. Give it a flat.
Because this is not something to applaud us for, but when we come out, when a Black trans woman comes out in a gown with her wig on, that is it. She's doing God's work just by that action. And then when she comes out and lets everybody know that she's a Black trans woman, and lets everybody know and takes up space that was not given to her, she is doing God's work. She's taking it. We're all taking it. So let's be mindful when we speak. Let's be mindful. And let's remember why all the other oppressed people in this country are being recognized. Because now we are recognizing Black people. Once the Black person, once the Black trans woman is liberated, we are all liberated. Please don't forget that message. Thank
you. And just to hold quick space, I just want us all to really keep in mind that we are all here to practice mindfulness. We're all here to be courteous to one another.
I love your
and to
art.
give respect.
Thank you.
So in that moment, sister, I apologize if that happened.
Like an Instagram?
No, I apologize because I love you. And I love everybody here. But the thing is, we can always just practice mindfulness. If you need something to say, excuse me, man. Hey, baby, can I get in? That's all. Literally, as simple as that gesture is, it'll let you know that we are all
I'm wondering
here.
if you like show off your art and
Continue
stuff.
to be courteous.
Occasionally, yeah.
Okay, now let me tell y'all, honey, I'm just take a real quick moment to just take a quick survey. Now, I don't know if y'all were here Saturday. It did not look like this.
No, it did not.
Wow. I wish the community would come through the Bronx, honey, and help uplift like this.
Sorry, K-O-S.
We can come through, honey, East New York, and come clean up. All right, now, let's just take
That's me at the top.
message. Thank you, Jersey City. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, wet.
That's right. Come on. Thank you. So, y'all, please make some noise. Please make some noise. I just want y'all to make some noise for my baby, Miss Hennessy. Because Hennessy called me yesterday. She said, Queen, you won't believe what I found out. I said, come on, girl, come share with the people. Yeah, we can find out.
Hi. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, so I just want to say that information is distorted all the time. You have,
Hold on, we can talk just a little louder.
better? Yeah. So, with information being distorted, you have conservatives saying, oh, you know, this is fake news, so anything is fake news. Well, as a scientist, I would say science is not fake news. And yesterday, I told Queen about an interesting study. I also told the Bukinata. Recently, they've been testing uterus transplant. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. And what they did is they tested it on a Brazilian woman, and you can search the article on this. And if you want it, I can just give it to you. And this Brazilian woman was a trans woman, and they successfully transplanted a uterus, and they successfully got pregnant.
Yo! What? Yo! Woo!
And with that, I know that it's like, okay, we'll have to connect. Well, most likely they're gonna just have a section, but you know, the point is they're able to get pregnant. and that's probably a gift for the trans women today. These are our queens, and they deserve to be treated for this. You know?
Yes!
Amazing.
Okay, so the last thing I only wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk a bit about mental health. So, I'm sorry, I get a little.
You're okay, man.
These are all your cousins. They just put some money in the birthday card.
Some of your black friends are hurting.
Wow.
Some of your black friends won't tell you that they're hurting. Some of the black friends in our crowd here are probably hiding their trauma and they still don't feel free enough to explain it. And I just want to say, just check in on your black friends, because like, I think that's what a friend does. But the thing is, with this movement and with COVID, it's like a bunch of different things that all attacking you. It's just hard to like get over it or whatever. But I just want to talk a bit about my mental health, if that's okay. So, trigger warning, a lot of things going on here. So, recently we heard on the news about mental health calls being no longer by the NYPD. Well, I've been institutionalized 4 times, and I've attempted suicide 3 times.
We love you, Hennessy.
I'm sharing this with y'all because I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm afraid to get too deep into the situations, but in every one of those situations, not one police officer, not even campus security, had helped me. Campus security, at one point, when I went through a traumatic situation with my roommate, watched me cry in their office for 4 hours, and then later on, I didn't want to kill myself. I was just really upset that night, and I mean, I did something stupid, and they took it as like I was gonna kill myself. So that's why I took this decision. But and just for me personally, I throw a lot of words. My brain is always going, but I'm not okay. Everything hurts, and the problem with me is I'm an empath, so I feel everything. I feel everyone's pain, and I can sense everyone's pain. But it doesn't help. I can't help my other friends or anyone in this crowd if I'm allowing myself to suffer. And even with seeing a cognitive therapist, I still don't think that's enough. Definitely should be putting more resources into the mental health field.
Amen.
Accessible resources.
By the way, when I talk about institutional,
Especially like therapy and stuff.
Like you don't
I
know
want to go
about.
to therapy.
And they're all going through something different. Some people are maybe delirious, other people they are in situations where they may have attempted suicide, other people are trying to get rehabilitated from drugs. So it's just kind of a quiet place that they just put you in, and it just allows you to think. And recently, in February, I transferred to another school, and I actually institutionalized myself. I didn't feel okay transferring to another school because I was still dealing with trauma from the previous school. And because of that, when I get insanely stressed, I do pass out. So I kept passing out, I kept missing class, I kept going down this rabbit hole. It was a similar rabbit hole that I had in the previous institution that I was in, at my institution in college. But I just I told someone, I'm like, listen, I don't think I could succeed if I don't get any help, and I don't know what else to do right now. And I know I've been forced into the mental ward in the hospital, but maybe if I maybe if I took it upon myself to turn myself in, I could probably. You okay? And I thought about maybe if I institutionalized myself without anyone forcing me, without everyone thinking I'm trying to kill myself, without everyone judging me, maybe I can take that time to deal with all this pain and trauma from everything. And turns out that went well, and that's how I'm seeing a cognitive therapist now. But as of right now, I just decided to take a break from school. But with all that, it's like different situations with my family. Like my family doesn't really accept what I do here. They'll just say, "Oh, why are you doing this?" And they're like, "It's not worth it." What do you mean, black guys are not worth it? Oh, this is worth it. I don't come out here to play games.
Thank you for sharing, Hennessy.
Yeah.
You're so beautiful.
Tell her how you feel.
Thank you, Hennessy. Thank you. Thank you, Hennessy.
Tell her how you feel.
Keep going. Keep going. Thank you.
The Stonewall protests have changed a bit of my life. Like, I am an atheist, so yes, this church for me is a weird situation. It was interesting meeting like Joelle at, I think it was Marcia Monday, right? I think we met on Marcia Monday, and I was just like, wow, I'm like obsessed with this. Not in that way, but like, you're just amazing. And the story she told about Tasha Williams always gets me every time. And when I came to an actual protest, I just felt liberated to a degree, but not fully liberated, I guess. And with the Stonewall protest and dancing with all of you and being happy with all of you, it does help a little bit. And I do find a family, my chosen family, and who's kind of right here. I just want to leave off
Fucking idiot kids.
pain is temporary, but growth is constant.
Right now our sister is experiencing a lot of anguish right now, and we're giving her the attention that she needs, and that actually that makes me want to emphasize that if you don't follow our page, please do. We will be posting mental health resources and organizations that are LGBTQ+, and we would like to share them with you. Next Thursday we'll be handing out actual flyers, little cards, so you can have them in your possession. You can take pictures and send them around. I know that is scary, but like I find beauty in that, because she felt comfortable to express herself around us. She felt comfortable to share her trauma with us, her and Hennessy both, and I am so grateful for that. There is no weakness in vulnerability, there's only strength. Okay? So that concludes this Thursday. Before 5-6, the yellow line is all at Union Square. The A, the C, the B, the D, and the 1 train is that. Oh no, it's that way. Is this the
green and yellow lines are also by Aspen.
Oh, and they're also by Aspen, depending on how you want to walk closer. And then the PATH
I
train
think I'm
is
gonna get a drink with Shauna.
and our flags and our banners, you can just leave them all on a chair over there or on the ledge. And please, everybody, get home safe. Thank you so much for coming out. I love you all. Thank you.
H264 has been saying, why are the Muslims speaking out against these atrocities that are being perpetrated on innocent people? You know, they talk about how bad the United States is, you know, and especially with women's rights. Look at what's happening in Saudi Arabia. We're treated horribly over there. Why aren't we using our energy to actually help real people in need, like the Saudi Arabian women, or the people who are trying to want to get out? You know, those are the real victims. What we see when they're feminists are here, go to Saudi Arabia. See where they're being beheaded. Their face is burned with a hot pan as a punishment.
What in your opinion, looks like they might be moving here, hold on a second. What in your opinion is wrong with the left these days? What's your criticism of the left?
I think that the left has distorted the actual word.
One second, sorry. Do you want to go to the other side of the street? Is that cool? Yeah, I'm live streaming at the same time, so some people ask some interesting questions that I'll try to relay to you. All right, let's try to get there. So, I mean, what are your opinions on what's going on in the election right now? Like, are you convinced that there was fraud? What do you think about this lack of admitting defeat if there isn't fraud? Because obviously the implications for national security are serious. And, you know, just basically we're becoming the laughingstock of the world by not being able to champion the same democracy that we say that we uphold.
Okay, so I'll start with the second question you made about why not let Trump exit office, basically.
One sec. Fuck that, the whole caravan, Jesus Christ. Let me just get a shot of this cop with this gun. I'll be back. Let's do it.
But as far as like the election fraud goes, I just encourage everybody to actually do research, you know? Find out for yourself, find out as much as you can. And that's not just with the vote. Anything that the media or anybody's trying to convince you of, it's always best to do your homework, you know, and look for news sources from other places. But with the election, they're actually, Giuliani's a smart man. I mean, he found a laptop that has a lot of incriminating stuff from Ukraine on it, and that's been whitewashed. But when you look at the vote, they're using a system called Dominion voting. And if you look into the background of Dominion voting, look through who it's related to. It's related to the Clinton Foundation. And then there's somebody who sits on the panel that was actually a czar for Obama. So there's a little bit of, you can't really trust what's going on there. And then
but my question is, if all of these things are so clear, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people here tonight, why aren't they presenting it in court, and why are these cases continuing to get thrown out?
Well, I only believe that if they're thrown out of Pennsylvania, only part of it. But then it's going back to court, and these things take time. So I don't think we've heard everything that's coming out, because if you ever watch Trump, he doesn't really say much. He says what he has to say, and then he lets the cards fall, and then we see what happens. And that's what I think is happening now. I think with all the information that's coming out, you're going to have the mainstream media not going to. It goes against what they really want. And right now, with the election, it hasn't been counted. both parties fairly. They kept the Republicans away, which is on video. You can look at it.
Right, I was in Philly actually for that situation where they filed a lawsuit and then let him in, and then they wanted to be closer. But I guess my whole fear in all this is that, you know, if he's making such huge accusations, why not lay out the case to the American public? He's just counting on his people to support him, but with such like very, very serious accusations.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you listen to like his spokesperson, Haley again, she's talked about it being cut off on Fox, but she's exposing all the things. Giuliani made a speech and was covering a lot of the things with the numbers, the states, etc. Trump has put out the speech because that's the only way he can get his message out. I think that's kind of like what he's been given. That's handy.
And then one more question, because I got to go film what might transpire soon. Are you headed to the Million Man March on Saturday?
Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it because I was supposed to go hunting.
Okay. Well, then another question. What do you think is the worst case scenario? Like, what do you think is possible? A few weeks ago, or even like a week and a half ago, I was worried literally about a civil war and the possibility of people battling on the streets. Do you think that there's a potential for that?
I think that there's a potential. I really do. And if you look at the way things have been happening over the few months, and what's been allowed to happen with the rioting, yes, there are peaceful protesters. Protesters aren't the ones breaking into glass and things like that. They're being taken over by people like Antifa and the Marxist side of it, and it's taking a message. So what will happen is, in my opinion, this is what I think is going to happen. I think once they go through all the fraud, I think that Trump's going to be elected. And at that point, I think Antifa's on standby. And they're going to start to light shit up. And they're just going to start tearing things up. And people are going to be forced to fight. And not to fight just for the country, but to protect their family. I mean, you don't see any of us, the patriots out here, destroying or going out to hurt anything. But what you see is the other side.
So the potential for danger will come from civil unrest on the left, and then patriots coming to push back.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for talking to me. Appreciate you. Yeah, take care. www.pixelweaver media is my website.
Pixel Weaver?
Pixel Weaver Media.
E-A-V-E-R?
PIXELWEAVER media.com. Yeah. All right, dude. Take care. Oh, can you tell me your first name and say that you give me permission to use this?
Oh, yeah. My name's Johnny, and I give him permission to use this.
Appreciate you, Johnny. Take care, man. Whew. This stuff is so exhausting.
What the fuck's wrong? You're all home. What? Yo, this is the fucking resistance. We have RBA, nigga. This is the fucking resistance. Talk about
I hope you make it home safe. Have a nice evening.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Jesus Christ was a man of color.
Hey, buddy.
Killed by law enforcement.
Oh, bro.
Day.
It happens, bro.
I know.
I had friends. It's all good. I got black family who have been abused by the police. I don't disagree.
Jesus Christ was a man of color killed by law enforcement in that day. Oh, unpopular opinion.
Was grace
Unpopular
that
opinion.
taught my heart to fear.
Fuck
And
Trump.
grace
I
my
can't hear you. I
fears
cannot hear you.
relieve.
I don't hear shit. Y'all bitches. Y'all some hoes. You can't win your
Yo, you are just talking shit. Quit it.
Fuck you.
Like no one else is gonna say
I
it,
don't
but
give a fuck.
I know it. No one cares.
All right. Shut up.
You.
Yeah, no. Not me. You. I'm not good one. I'm not gonna shut up. I am the fucking resistance. I am the fucking resistance. Heard me. Fuck Trump. Fuck my own Trump.
Well, while I have attention, I am going to advocate for bringing our troops home. Because I truly believe that if our men and women who are committed to our nation's service I have a wife and I have 4 children. I don't need my prostate stimulated.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Let me talk to y'all for a little hot second real quick. Wow. So yeah, for those of you that joined, I'm in Richmond, Virginia, the capital. This is kind of like the current stop on the MAGA caravan, which is just ascending on DC on Saturday. It's the Million MAGA March. And yeah, it's just wild times. Let me see what's going on over here. Ooh, are you guys having a little battle in the comments right now? Wow, you guys are mad active. I hope someone's recording this, by the way. Boop. Wow, you guys are going in. Is there a way to swipe these comments? Oh, look, it might be beef. Hold up.
Hey, they're trying to have a conversation. Stop interrupting the person on the right. Officer trying. Let him fight. Stand up for your country. You should be ashamed of yourself. Stand up for your country. Stand up for your country. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sit down, Oh! Woo! I'm right here, baby. He's not doing any job. He's out here.
Changing the battery, guys. Give me a second.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You're an embarrassment to your country. Says the bitch who still hasn't. Woo! Oh, I don't really care about that. Yeah. He came over here. So, you get this on which is fine. It's fucking military. Yeah. I've heard both. Ready to go for drinks?
Go for drinks.
It's not light. Too much, so I don't have a car. Yeah, exactly. Only stability comes from my rock hard shoulder that's going to be fucked up in 10 years.
Carol, what do you say?
Yeah, I do.
Your voice sounds a little similar.
I've heard that like 10 times. Yeah. He's a legend too, so I take that as a fucking
Come to
compliment.
Washington, D.C. Saturday, 12 o'clock. Millions of patriots there to support our country peacefully, but we are insisting justice and peace. Trump 2020.
Trump 2020.
What do you think is going to happen on Saturday? What do you anticipate?
There's going to be the biggest show of American patriots that this country has ever seen. They have pushed the silent majority past the point of reason, past the point of acceptability. It's time to make a stand. Everybody, it's time to make a stand for America. If we lose freedom, the whole world lose freedom. Don't let it happen.
Who are you standing up against?
The fucking communists. The people that murdered Russians. The people that murdered the Chinese. The people that have walked around this planet with no accountability for your entire life, and nobody dares to bring them to justice, and that ends now.
Who are they? I'm confused.
The people using the deep state using the COVID's hoax to lock the country down, put everyone on universal basic income, and turn everybody into Democrat slaves for life. That's who they are.
The people that tell the media what to tell us, and we can't think for ourselves. Those are the people we're fighting.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news is number one enemy.
The people that will pause the election and drop hundreds of thousands of votes at 4 o'clock in the morning like we're retarded. Those people. That's who we're fighting.
America did not vote to be locked down. This is a globalist hoax.
And what?
This is America. In 1776 is commencing again right now.
Yeah.
Woo!
So what's a perfect outcome for you in the next 2 weeks that'll make you happy?
Justice!
This is what's going to happen.
Everything!
Today, North Carolina flipped right when we came into the Capitol. They're going to keep flipping, and on Saturday, we're going to be celebrating in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump's victory.
Yeah.
And Antifa's going to be crying. Tears, salty tears, baby.
And what's next after that? You don't think there's going to be some clashes?
Oh yeah, and we're ready for it now because we're
pissed.
pissed.
Certified the election, and none of these states have. It's a lie.
Alright, so what you finna do about it? Y'all better let y'all nigga lose like that? Y'all going out satisfied? InfoWars got deep out. How do they know to close down DC? They have to watch InfoWars themselves to keep up because we keep it private. But it's still big because people care. People will look for the information. People will search for the truth forever. Peace and love. Peace, love, and light. Because the answer will always be love. We can all hate each other. We can all, scream at each other. But at the end of the day, we gotta ride the bus together. We gotta vote for our children, for their futures. What child needs to grow up living in fear in a mask? They told us the mask didn't work for a reason. They told women in France that they have to wear a mask during childbirth. Where is the humanity? People are losing their humanity. We are not shifting into a technological age. We are not going to take chips in our bodies. We are not. We are human beings with beating hearts. We feel the disruption. We feel the anguish. That's why we're fighting for the truth.
As long as you say fuck your feelings.
Amen. Amen.
I'll follow Ron. You can get to Yeah, we're like remoras with a shark.
You guys think you could just say that you give me permission to use this in my documentary?
Sure.
You got to say I give you permission.
I give you permission.
That's one.
Give you permission.
under one condition. No, I'm not going to take you out of context. I'm trying to talk to you. That's why I drove all the way from New York.
I just want people to understand.
That's the media we need.
I just want people to understand that these people have to be held accountable. That the people who want to drain the swamp, it's a swamp for a reason. They're watching each other's backs, okay? Trump came in because he fought for the truth. Trump came in because he hasn't been in politics for 47 years like Joe Biden. How corrupt do you have to be to maintain position for 47 fucking years and never make a difference, all right? He fucking says what you want to hear. He says what people want to hear, and people believe it because they have embedded the fear through the media. If people could stop, like, instant gratificationing themselves on their phones and actually search via DuckDuckGo, because guess what? Google's a sellout, Facebook's a sellout, Twitter is not God, okay? People gotta start thinking for themselves. Twitter is not God.
Can you give me permission to use that? Yeah. Can you give me permission to use that now? For my documentary?
Permission, bro. You got her permission.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all got more in common with I'm 25 years old. I have been raised a Christian my whole life. I have questioned Christianity. I have seen the bullshit. I have seen racism. But you know what? I believe that love conquers all, and I believe that love is the highest vibration, and I believe that humanity can conquer anything.
How are we going to come together?
Well, we have to come together and realize that we've been lied to. We have to come together and realize that propaganda is real, and they've gotten really good at it. They've gotten really good at pulling your heartstrings. But you gotta look at the facts, okay? You gotta look at the facts. You gotta look at the actual percentages to black and white cops and cops killing black people. They're blowing it out of proportion, man.
Can you elaborate on that for a second?
Yeah.
Yes, in 2019, I want to say.
You want to say, or can you cite?
Let her go.
I will.
2019, out of several 100,000 traffic stops, several 100,000, normal basic cop encounters, I want to say less than 10 were actually police shooting someone wrongfully. You know what I'm saying? Like Walter Wallace Jr. All right, his dad said openly, I do not condone the violence. I do not condone any of this rioting and looting, but people don't care. People don't care what Walter Wallace Sr. had to say. They only saw one black man get shot. They don't see him charged with a knife. They don't see him telling him.
Well, we all saw that. But we knew that he had health issues. I think on the left. No, William Wallace. Walter Wallace. Sorry.
Walter Wallace Jr. is the one who got shot by 2 police officers 10 to 12 times.
You got a question?
I have none, bro.
That's it. How long have you been alive?
Communist propaganda.
Bad.
On the face of this planet. We were built for freedom, and you piss freedom away, and when it's gone, then you will cry. If you don't want freedom, go to China. If you don't want freedom, go to China. If you don't want freedom, go to China. Because once it's gone in America, it's gone everywhere. Step back. If you don't want my
is a fake.
step the fuck back.
You're living a lie.
Back off.
You're living a lie right now. You're living a lie.
Freedom is America. America is freedom, and you punks will not destroy it. We're here, and we're keeping it, because we like it. We like freedom. Time is over. And you all ain't burning it down.
To see some real paper.
Burning is over. Looting is over.
You want to be begging for democracy on the side of the 7-Eleven?
America's liberty.
If America was so great, you want to be begging for democracy on the side of the 7-Eleven, nigga.
You're living a lie. You don't need that.
I promise you.
You're designed to exhale your carbon dioxide. Fauci's laughing at you. Fauci's laughing at you right now. You're murdering yourselves with that. You're not designed that way, okay?
Do you know how science
breathing in and out. You're breathing in and out your exhaust.
I can prove to you.
You're breathing in and out your
I'm not a car. That's how that shit works. I can show you that I can breathe. Do you have a lighter? I'm not even plugged in.
I'm not disputing that you're breathing. But you're breathing in and out your mask is a filter. Your mask is a filter. You're exhaling into it and you're breathing that back in continuously. It'll cause bacterial pneumonia. It'll cause bacterial pneumonia. I care about you. I'm trying to help you.
Oh my God! Just wear a mask.
Do you know anyone that's died from coronavirus?
Yes!
Were they already on the way out?
Shit's getting pretty lit.
They're telling you to put a mask on.
You don't talk about
Why are you wearing a mask? Because the government told you that coronavirus could pass over you when you put a mask on.
You're gonna be out here. You're gonna be out here campaigning to have to suck the dick of the president. But you don't want the government to tell you what to do. Bruh, you're on your fucking knees for him, man. You're not anti-government. You're pro-government to the core.
When they come to take our guns, we won't be listening to them.
You guys are protecting us. You wear one of these. You love everyone. You wear one of these. The numbers are there. People are dying.
Why have flu cases gone down as a correlation to coronavirus is going up? Oh, the flu shot. Coronavirus cured the flu.
I don't understand. There's a fucking flu shot. If you get the flu, if you get the flu shot, do you get your flu shot? Do you get your flu shot?
No, I never. Because that's how it works. Like natural. If you just get the flu every once in a while, your immunity will be stronger than if you take the flu shot every year.
People get flu shots like me, right? What do I do? You know why I got a flu shot?
Wow, this is heavy. This is intense.
Other strains.
You
want to die yourself?
I can give a bunch of
Vote Democrat.
But if the kids all had the flu shot anyway, does it matter? It's their choice. You can't, but it's their choice. It's their choice. Exactly. So you're projecting them. So it's their choice to get the flu shot. It's each person's choice to get the flu shot or not. But if it's your choice to get the flu shot or not, then you're protecting yourself.
We will not get the flu.
It's the same thing with corona.
Trump has lost billions of dollars.
Can I just scoot by you guys? Sorry.
You want a second account?
If he cared about money, he would have never ran.
And all your candidates get rich. Is that a coincidence? How did Pelosi become a billionaire? Hey,
you called it yourself. I am a communist.
I'm not a Republican.
You're a communist.
You're a communist?
You're admittedly a communist.
Yeah, where does it work?
Can you define communism?
Name one place. Name one
It's working in the Black Panther Party. It's working in Bolivia right now. Chile. Every time communism fails, it's because the CIA goes in and does
Communism fails. It is a statement. It's putting the mask on. It's not about safety. It's about compliance. Putting the mask on is just admitting that you're a sheep. And when the vaccine comes out, you're going to pre-order it.
American flags are made in China and it's such a if you take the labor of other people and you steal their labor value, of course you get more than that. That's how that works.
Jobs back to America.
Why don't you give jobs to everybody as well as capitalism?
Trump's bringing those jobs from China back to America.
You don't want to tell me what to do though. I don't give a fuck about any politician. No one's going to do it.
Trump said, but why don't you guys talk about President Xi? He has millions of Christians and Muslims in slave camps.
No, that's not true.
Right now.
That's not true.
I never heard any of you guys talk about that. That's not America. That's right. That's not America because we don't do that shit here. No, we do. Immigrants, dumbass. Where?
It's Americans in cages.
Who built the cages? Obama.
Oh, she doesn't care.
They took the cages away. Trump. What are you talking about?
I don't like
Obama builds cages, Trump gets in, takes the cages out. What the fuck are you talking about?
Prison is not a
Work camp.
What about prison? You know what Trump's done with prison reform? Do you know?
I don't want prison reform. I want people to be integrated into society and be trusted and loved. Don't put them in cages and treat them like animals. And you wonder why they act like...
No one goes to jail.
I don't think that jail is a thing we do.
I'm sure you'd love to stop my guts out in the concentration camp. So don't talk about you don't like
I don't want to
all of you guys.
Just because, like, no.
Hey, you might get it. You might be strawmanning me, but no. It makes you guys feel better. You guys might be able to stop my guts out next year again.
Look, I don't want to stop your guts out. I want you to go live your life how you want to live. Nobody gives a
I just
fuck.
want you guys to wake up. Well, that's
They
what
don't
the
want to
people.
stop your guts out. How can you admit
Dude,
the
the Democrats are moderate as shit.
How come all the other comments
Wow,
were
this is a
stop
lot. Jesus Christ.
Thousands of dollars in overtime pay is being wasted. It's not wasted on you guys.
Holy shit.
I'm glad you're getting paid.
It's like our doctors just think about it.
Voting Act of 1965 has to be reinstated every 5 years.
Yes.
Go look it up. So the things that Black people and Indigenous people are given are literally temporary things. We're not even full fucking citizens. They can be taken away at any time.
What if all of you
Nothing. I agree. That's the thing. Stop it. It's not like you're policy, but not to save you. Save your policy. Help your community.
No, see, I don't think it's politicians. But we got Trump in who has taken over the corrupt Republican Party, that he's actually doing the right thing. All these Republicans.
And he got voted out. In office. Let's say.
I give you some history. I give you some history though. So the way that Trump acts is very similar to other governments. What he does is called a strong man. So what he does is he makes you a strong man. A strong man.
The mass consequences is the lack of oxygen.
A strong man's what we need right now.
He comes into the government, he gets his cult personalities, and then they systematically take away power from other people. You see how Trump right now, Trump right now is replacing government positions with political people. You know how that does not work, right? No, it's not. Government civil service jobs are different than politics. If you put a politician in a civil servant job, they're not going to do the job right. If you put a politician everybody who works for the Department of Homeland Security is not a politician. They are civil.
Let me ask you something.
So they're putting people in
Shit on America. So now we're getting aggressive. Are you a Biden supporter?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, great. Then you're trying to shit on
I have
America.
been a proud Democrat for my entire life.
Good for you. You're a fucking retard. You are a fucking
For being a
retard.
firefighter, I'm a retard.
No, you're a fucking retard for being a communist and voting for
How is that
Biden. And you're voting for a mask that serves no purpose. That makes you a fucking retard.
Can you stop yelling?
No, I can't. I'm gonna yell now. You're fucking retarded. I will. You're fucking retarded. You two look like a demon clown with your mask on. There you go. It feels good, Pepe. You look like a fucking demon clown.
He saved hundreds of people's lives.
Oh, he's a hero. He's probably saved hundreds of lives by putting his mask on. You know, he's such a brave guy.
He's a retired.
No, I'm done showing respect to dumbass. Fuck this guy.
He saved hundreds of
No,
people's
fuck
lives.
you.
He made it to fucking
I would have saved your fucking punk ass and don't even know you.
Yeah, I would have saved you before I realized you were a communist and you want to shit and piss on America. Now I would. Yeah, you are.
You just like to yell. You just like to yell.
Maybe you don't even know that. Maybe you're just. You know what? If you don't realize it, then that makes you a useful idiot. That's even better.
He's too close to you. He's spitting shit out of his mouth. So don't let it get on.
Both of you guys are.
You can't even. You're the one that came up to me talking some crazy shit.
You started talking about fucking masks.
What did I say that was crazy?
314 sick people.
Please back away from us. I want him to back off.
314 sick people.
I want to hear what this guy has.
So do I.
14 sick people, right? A little more than half of them had COVID, or so they say they tested positive for COVID.
Who's they? Who's
Who's they?
The CDC, it's a CDC study.
All right, go on. Let him talk.
314. If you just
Here's the difference, because we're willing to listen to y'all.
314 sick people.
No, he's not really. He's not really listening.
300.
Shut up. He's not really listening.
Shut up, I'm listening to this.
You're not really listening. You're not really listening.
I'm 303 of them wore masks. Right. Out of 314.
All right.
So
Okay, does
that's
the mask...
96.5% of
So
them.
my point is, does it hurt us?
96.5% of sick
Why does it bother you if I want to wear it?
96.5% of the sick people wore masks.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
So 3.5% didn't wear masks.
Okay.
So much higher percentage of
Okay,
people
so
that wear
you're saying the
masks
mask doesn't help?
It doesn't help.
Okay, but why does
says
it
it on the
bother
tag.
you?
Does it
If
hurt?
I like it, why does it bother you? But if I
Yeah,
like
it does.
why does it bother
You're breathing in your exhaust. You're not designed. You're designed to exhale, not exhale into your mouth and be breathing back in and out that filter. You're not designed to have a filter
Okay,
over
but
your.
why does that bother you? It's my
Dr. Fauci did a study on it, on the Spanish influenza, and he's come to the conclusion that it causes bacterial influenza. I don't want to get bacterial pneumonia. Sorry, bacterial pneumonia from this shit.
I'm telling you to wear a mask, so why
You
does
don't
it
think air
bother
can get through the mask?
Why does it bother you if I want to wear a mask? Why do you care?
Why do you care?
Explain why
You want to wear it.
Okay.
You're trying to tell us we have to.
I don't give a shit what you do, but why are you yelling at me about having a mask? I'm not yelling at you.
They're changing. They moved the goalpost. Before, it was every time you have to go to the store, you have to put your mask on. They're moving the goalpost once they talk to you.
Remember how they said, I'm wearing a mask to protect you. You should wear a mask to protect me. So I care about you, I care about you, and you, and you.
The person said don't wear it.
They didn't know what they were doing. So
The person still don't know what they're doing.
Okay, so if I want to wear a mask,
You know what the Great Reset is? You know what the Great Reset is? That's why they want Joe Biden to be president. Great Reset. Joe Biden gets into the White House.
he's won the election.
White House. Yes, he has.
The Great Reset. Joe Biden gets in the, okay, so he's going to get in the White House.
Yes, he is. Of course he is.
5 million votes, dude.
So everything you have, you're going to lose. Yes, it is. Look at the World Economic Forum website.
What are we going to lose? What are we going to lose? What?
I have an 808 before. You're going to come get that from me?
Yes.
No, you're crazy as shit.
You go.
Everything you have.
In the next 4 years.
46 years old.
Well, you're lived through a few administrations. That's not going to happen.
The Great Reset. Look at
I think what we are, and I've
plenty. That's why they want Joe
I'm saying the
Biden.
Great Reset, not Joe Biden. The billionaires are going to wipe us all out. We know that.
Every time magazine.
There's a world order.
Every time
There is a world order.
they had an entire issue about this.
Yes.
Before the
It
election.
ain't Joe Biden, it's capitalist, bro. It's Jeff Bezos. It's the billionaires. It's not
These guys are just having
Joe Biden isn't capitalist. That's why he's going to work with China and keep
Capitalists are
everything
the problem. This country is ruining our country.
So you didn't buy your shoes, you didn't buy your jacket, you didn't buy your phone. That's
I don't have a Bentley.
Well,
I don't have a
here's my
Hold
one second. Hold on. Back in, I'm pushing 60. You're 46. Back in my parents' day, the chief executives of all the big corporations made about 50 times what the lowest floor sweeper made. Okay. Now it's like 500s to 1. Something's wrong with that system. Okay?
Jeffrey Bezos should not be a billionaire.
That's the Federal Reserve.
No, that's capitalism, bro.
Federal Reserve.
That's
The Federal
greed.
Reserve.
Corporate greed.
No, it's the Federal Reserve and the tax
Corporate
problem.
greed.
It's the
I
Federal
suggest that
Reserve.
if the owner
We
of
don't have real
the
money.
company, if the owner of the company is making $400 billion, the dude sitting on the floor should make $50 an hour.
don't buy from Amazon.
Because Amazon is not, Jeff Bezos is not making that by himself. Every dime he has should be funneled back. But he doesn't keep it going. He can create and just wipe everybody else out. There's nothing, ideas, nothing.
He probably got paid less than minimum wage to start up the company.
Okay, but that's a different point.
So he worked for
I don't think there should be a
I kind of agree with that. I think it's
good
supply
place
and
to work.
demand. Supply and demand.
And the Federal Reserve is the problem because we don't have real money.
No, money's shit. Money's shit. It's Jeffrey money.
I'm with you.
We're with you. It's a fiat currency.
We're heading for a fucking economic. Excuse me, like we're heading for an economic collapse.
Yes, fiat currency is
That's what the Great Reset is
nothing.
about.
Okay, but that's not related to Joe Biden. That's been going on forever.
That's why they want Joe Biden in there. That's what they have to do. Because Donald Trump won't do it.
Yes, he will. Donald Trump cares about one person and one person only, himself.
Well, Joe Biden, the first thing he said he was going to do is another lockdown, mandated masks.
I think he's eased back on the lockdown part. It's going to come to, we have to open up as a society, but we should wear masks. Sorry guys, we should, and we should keep.
Do you think
Your health is not my
we should wear seatbelts?
Your health is not my concern. That's different.
Why is it different?
Motorcycle helmets?
Should there be helmets?
I really don't. Because
Should there be speed limits?
buses don't have seatbelts.
Should there
You know
be
what's
speed
funny?
limits?
You know what's funny?
Buses don't
CNN is
have seatbelts.
reporting.
You're right. So why do we have to wear them?
Coronavirus cases.
My scooter doesn't have seatbelts. This doesn't have seatbelts.
CNN and Fox News, they've been saying, oh, at the Trump rallies, there's all this COVID, and then there's Democrats, thousands of people in the
I
streets.
get it. They shouldn't have done that.
And they didn't report it.
They shouldn't have done that. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
They let them
You
tear
are
the cities
correct.
up all summer.
You are correct. That
And
is wrong.
Chuck Schumer, the New York
Shit was
senator,
good.
no mask, swearing at Trump.
That's wrong.
Thousands of
That's
people
wrong.
around.
That's wrong. You're
Nobody's
correct.
perfect.
You are
Nobody's
absolutely
perfect.
correct. That is wrong.
Yeah, but they're hypocrites is what I'm saying.
So the Republicans are hypocrites.
You know what?
Everything they're saying now is exactly the opposite of what they said 2 years
Back
ago.
in my day.
And politicians are all hypocrites. Can we all agree on that?
That's why we want Trump in there, because he's not a
He is a hypocrite. He's the biggest hypocrite of all. He's a
You know
liar.
what I think really is the root of a lot of problems? Back in my day,
term limit.
He's a
we
liar.
had
Yes,
30
term limits we need.
Walter Cronkite did
Trump has term limits. This is the only
No,
thing
he
that
doesn't.
CNN has their
Why did he put term limits in? He's been there for 4 years. Where are term limits? He could have done that
That's the only
already.
government job he's going to ever
He
do.
could have done it already.
He can't do it. They have to do it. They're not going to do it.
He owned the House and he owned the Senate and the executive offices. Why didn't he make term limits already?
half an hour and then we were watching
Because you have excuses for everything.
No, because the people that already have the power aren't going to give it up.
the left is
Republicans are just
So,
as
so he can't do it either. So nobody can do it. Nobody can do
If we
it.
get new people in,
Yes, be a third party. So fuck Trump and
or
fuck
no
Biden
party.
and find a new party.
Or no party.
I got to interview this old couple as soon as they're done.
We need a holy party. No.
They've been in there 56 years.
Yo, how wild is this shit? People are just straight beefing in the streets. God.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, Saturday is going to be so crazy in D.C. Supposedly there's going to be a million-man march for any of you guys that just tuned in. A million-man MAGA march. It's going to be something to behold.
Don't we 50, 60 years? All they do is steal our
They
money.
only care about
They steal
themselves.
our money. We pay taxes.
They only care
We get
about
poor.
themselves.
They get rich.
So just as quick. Trump only cares.
It's nice that people on different sides. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah. No,
You're reasonable in your
we
reason.
actually found common
I
ground just
enjoy
now.
at least you're on one side, we're on the other. I
But we
respect
have-
you and I respect you. You're our future. Especially what are you, 20 hours? You're our
Man, you
future.
got to fix this. It's dumb.
And to be able to have a dialogue without calling people MFers and cussing each other like dude over here.
No, the dude with the flag.
That's enjoyable.
I don't agree with
We have spirited debates. That's what crossing that line and saying, listen, I'm sure you and I, if we had a beer, we could find common cause.
He and I just agreed on like 6 different things. There should
That's
be
what
term
Washington
limits.
is not.
People should not be in office in their life. It's ignorant.
Biden ain't gonna fix it.
No, he's not going to fix anything. He's just going to stop me. No.
He is.
He can't
Read
do that.
this back in 4 years.
Time magazine.
Let's make a date. I want to get your number.
Can I interview you guys after you're done talking? Amazing.
Time magazine, right day before the election, talked all about the Great Reset and what that's what Biden
Who's pushing the Great Reset? Progressive Party or what?
Bezos, Bill Gates.
Yes, billionaires.
What does that
billionaires, of
actually
course.
mean?
They're going to put a chip in us. We're all going to be nothing. We get it, dude. We get it.
Come in.
We agree.
They wouldn't think it's a secret.
It's the way it's
Black means they don't come around unless you guys.
In terms of like supporting
You guys ready to talk to me yet? Sure. Yeah? Amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'm just interested. I'm from Cali. I live in New York. Like, open carry to me, before I went to Louisville and the Breonna Taylor stuff in September, I'd never seen 3 of these and you see 10 of them in one day. Like, what does the Second Amendment mean to you, and like being able to do this right now?
Shall not be infringed. Right. That's the 4 last words of the Second Amendment. And I see any gun law as an infringement on it. But technically, what we're doing, we're breaking city ordinance right now.
That's just a rule, not a law.
Not a law, but it's a rule. And technically, they could fuck with us if they wanted to. But I don't see the point.
And what's the purpose of you guys being out here? Because I heard that you guys aren't on necessarily a side.
We're neutral.
We're neutral, but make sure nobody either way acts stupid.
So it's just kind of keeping the peace.
Give both sides a platform to speak on.
And I guess that's kind of like a misconception that people on my side, especially in states where, you know, open carry isn't a thing, a lot of times being here keeps the peace. It keeps people kind of...
Well, what happened on those steps in January, Lobby Day, which we do every year, 22,000 people with 60,000 guns. An armed society is a peaceful society. And we surrounded that Capitol in January, 22,000 of us, and all carrying just like this. Yeah, these streets right here in January. And no accidental discharges, no shootings, no violence, no yelling, a polite crowd.
I mean, I got people kind of listening live right now from around the world, and it's just hard for them to understand why guns are so like woven into our country. Like, why are guns important to America in your guys' estimation?
We look at it as our guarantee that we will have all our other rights. Like us being here, we give both groups. We're not on either side of any group.
I was going to say, the reason guns are important to America is because it's literally the backbone of the Constitution. Like he was about to say, talking about the First Amendment, you know, they're here. We're here to protect that. We're here for that. So.
We ensure their First Amendment rights using our Second Amendment. So, and make sure nobody gets angry. And honestly, over there, they're having a great conversation. From what I heard.
Most of the time, words are not going to stop the oppressor. But you know what will? Guns will if you use them.
But I guess the counter would be it brings the stakes a lot higher. You know, if someone makes a mistake, then like you're firing a big ass gun in the middle of the street.
The stakes are never higher when it comes to liberty. The fact that liberty is being consistently infringed, I'm not sure we can raise the stakes much higher. When our founding fathers stood up against the tyrannical government in Britain, regardless of what maybe people believed about them, the stakes were never higher at that time in life. And guess what? They took up arms against their government and they said, "We're done. We're doing the same here." So if this puts the stakes any higher, I don't see how it could.
What are your guys' feelings about like the state of America right now and the potential for?
Personally, I'm not going to speak for these guys. And I'm sorry.
You're good, bro. Yeah, you can go one at a time.
But myself personally, you know, I believe that America is not as it was intended. It was intended to be a land of the free. It was intended for people to have liberty here. You know, we fought a whole war in the 1860s over liberty, liberty for black people. And then some on the South fought for liberty of the states. So you know there was 2 viewpoints there, but it was about liberty, and that's something we stand by today. It's not what it's intended to be, and it's as a 20-year-old young man, I'm disheartened. I'm saddened to see the state. You know, a lot of these guys out here, they're my guys. They're under me. We train together. You know, work together, and I believe that I can speak for most of them when I say, as far as the state of America goes, we're disheartened. We're sad. When you got to pick between Trump or Biden, to me personally, that's disheartening, man. My shirt, the back of it says Trump/Biden equals tyranny. It's what our forefathers warned against and warned us about, and it's not something I'm going to stand for.
What I would say to that is we're watching the divide and conquer tactic work in real time. And people keep talking about this new civil war. It's not going to be a civil war. It's going to be a revolutionary war. It's not us fighting them or whoever fighting each other. It's us versus the oppressor, the people versus the oppressor. And I mean, that's our forefathers had that intended. So if we needed to rise up, we could.
Right. But I mean, hey, like another counter to that would be those rules were instated at a time where gun technology was much different. And I look at the government and knowing that you guys are ready to stand, like I feel like they could just press a button and you guys are done with a drone. Like, isn't that the reality of the situation?
Pop the trunk of that cop car. They got the same exact gun as I do. Theirs might be full auto.
The only difference they got between me and theirs is they got either 3-round bursts or full auto. I don't.
But we're not legally allowed to have that.
So what's next? I mean, you say that there could be. I mean, I guess that's the potential is the revolutionary war. That's what could happen?
It won't be that way if people keep fighting each other. I see it every day in every facet of life that you have to be on either one side or the other. We don't see it that way. None of us see it.
There's no open communication between people anymore.
Correct.
Everybody's,
all yelling.
It's my way, it's my way. That's it. Yeah. It's not how it should be. It should be.
I mean, I think it's great that they're having a good conversation.
And shake hands and leave and be okay. But no, it's people get hot-headed.
Yeah, I mean,
Dumb stuff happens.
opinions really, people take opinions to the next level, you know?
InfoWars? I think Alex Jones is a little loud and might be off his rocker, but he protected the pedophile ring 5 years ago. Our government that is now being uncovered. Does he make things up? I don't know.
I'm just
okay. I'll say
amazing.
I'll say this about Sandy Hook.
Which guy?
The school was bulldozed. The same.
He was just talking to me.
They weren't allowed to go in and investigate.
I'll talk to you guys in a second.
If I lost my kid, I would not forgive anyone.
I would say to him that
whether or not lives were lost.
What part of California?
I would say to him that
L.A., Santa Monica.
I would say to him that if children died, but I don't.
Whereabouts? Southern California, San Fran?
San Diego. Went up to LA for a weekend.
Yeah.
Driving a big ass diesel truck.
Yeah, that's not.
And little ass roads. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a different world out there, man.
Do I think there's pedophile ring in our government?
Main road out that put me behind some buildings. I barely could fit down there with cars in it.
So
it's my hometown, man. Are you guys all from Virginia?
Between one of them, I said Trump.
I am.
Yeah. But you guys are from all over, kind of?
Because I mean, there's one of Joe Biden's first.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them personally.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we'll see.
What will you do if he does?
Stand up.
Is
Same as we're doing right now.
Is the Hawaiian shirt like boogaloo stuff? Is that what? Can you explain to me what that is? Like
the thin aloha line.
You should have a sheet.
Like they have the thin blue line, we have the thin aloha line.
Can you explain to my audience and what boogaloos are and what you stand for?
We stand for liberty for all. We don't see color, race, creed, sexual orientation, political side. We see none of that. What you do doesn't hurt anyone else, do it. We don't care. And we accept everyone into our movement. We don't see anything. And we stand for liberty across the board.
And can you be like a boogaloo and like a 3%er, or are you?
We just like not excluding anyone for race or creed or sexual orientation. We wouldn't exclude them for that. So I mean, and we talked about Proud Boys versus boogaloo.
I asked a communist to join.
I mean, I've protected communists at rallies. I've protected Black Lives Matter. We may not agree politically, but I will give you the platform to speak on.
I guess that's the most interesting thing to me, is that you guys are willing to literally go to battle for someone that you may disagree with.
Or someone that would not go to battle for us. But if you're born in this country and you have an idea and you want to share it, share.
So some of you guys agree with Black Lives Matter on defund the police.
Yeah, I mean, the liberty movement or libertarians in general, they're not pro-police. They would say police yourselves or police your neighborhood.
There's a distinction there.
Yeah, we're
local
not.
PD, state PD, they're not the same as, let's say, a sheriff's department or a constable. Constables and sheriff's departments are elected officials.
Elected officials.
Elected officials. So therefore, they have legal authority. Whereas when you appoint someone, you can appoint them over political gain. You know what I'm saying? So when you take the election out of the equation, you take away the people's rights, and then you give these guys legal authority who have no constitutional ability because they're not elected. Then you have problems, and then you have essentially an organization that runs off of racketeering and extortion of the American public.
Before you take off, do you think you could say you give me permission to use this in my documentary?
Yeah, you can use it.
Thanks.
It's no secret that
you got a card?
I do got a car. Yeah, one sec. Let me.
It's no secret.
I'd like to watch it.
So
for sure, man.
That police Police, historically throughout the United States, were started as slave roundup crews, and that's how police stations or police precincts or police groups were started.
That's not crime.
And do I think black people are overtly attacked by police day to day to day? Yes, absolutely.
Sleeping on the street, that is not a crime.
But I myself have been fucked with by police. Assault, and I don't like it.
If you
I'm not hurting anybody else.
Sexually assault them, that's a crime. If you shoot someone,
someone on my live said that like Boogaloo's are a self-described extremist group. Is that?
No, they call us extremists. Everyone else calls us extremists. They're not going to like it if we become what they call us. They call us terrorists. They call us white supremacists, and we're none of those things.
Do you have any persons of color members that you know of?
Absolutely. I train with a couple. The sign I carried at the Black Lives Matter rally in Virginia Beach, I carried the sign armed minorities are harder to oppress.
I've seen that from a libertarian.
I think they should arm the black community. I think they should train the black community. I think they should exercise their rights as everybody else should.
What are your thoughts on the NFAC?
They have their right to do what they do. I would say maybe train a little better. Don't have negligent discharges. It's kind of tough to control that big of a crowd of people anyway. It's kind of why you see us here, there's 12 of us here. We've had bigger crowds, but we have
I created an account,
in place to make sure
I don't really like the platform.
Just to pick on them because of the black group is wrong.
I don't really do well with change. It's a personal problem of mine I'm working on.
And I've heard they're black supremacists.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
And plus, I found that without social media in my life,
any form of supremacy.
I think that's probably true.
You're a black supremacist, you're a white supremacist.
I have one account still open.
What would your counter be to someone that thinks you shouldn't be allowed to have this weapon? Like, what would your response be?
Social media,
like I said earlier, as long as
the algorithm to where you only see what they think you want to see.
MAGA people over here, I walk in protest in resting ready position.
If I don't have that,
he said, "Why do you have your hand on your gun?" Obviously, he was ex-military. He was a MAGA guy. I said, "What is this? You see most of the military every protest. I'm obviously an alert." And he literally yelled.
Would I have heard of it? Would I have heard of it?
And like, would you ever live in a state where you weren't allowed to open carry like that? Have you ever lived in a state since you started carrying?
Born and raised in Virginia. I don't follow unconstitutional laws. Like I said to them earlier, what we're doing right now, we're breaking a city ordinance. Obviously, strength in numbers.
I believe that
I don't think they
there's
see
never
us as
been
a
a
threat
normal life in my lifetime,
which is okay with me.
I guess for someone that may not have the opportunity to talk to you like I was 30 minutes ago, I might perceive you just standing on the street with that as a threat. What would your response to be to that?
I'd say, like I said earlier,
I would like everything to simmer down.
I mean, just the fact that we have a gun doesn't mean we're violent.
The normality that we
aggressive or anything. Was any of our behavior earlier before we talked to you aggressive in any way? Did we scare you?
Only because I've seen so many guns over the last couple of months that it doesn't scare me anymore. But, you know, growing up,
6 months ago would have been
6 months, if I would have turned the corner and seen you guys standing there, I would have I'd have tucked my head in and fucking turned around. But now I'm chasing you, actually. Now I want to talk to you. But I feel that's just like a natural fear for people that aren't numb to guns.
And I mean, states do have the rights to govern themselves, and that's all fine with me. But historically speaking, the cities and states that have the strictest gun laws have the highest shooting deaths, have the highest crimes used by guns. I mean, so show me proof that gun control works, and no one has.
Another question statement. So obviously tensions are high. I mean, depending on how this election goes, one side or the other might inflict violence on the other group or on property. Like, what are you doing in 2 weeks if shit just starts going down? And what would people like you be doing? Would you be going into the streets at all?
I think on the smallest level, we would protect our neighborhoods. Maybe I'm a business owner, so I would protect my business. My neighborhood, I grew up and born and raised, and where I came from.
15, 16. And they knew they
I don't
were
think
fighting this giant
people
thing.
will go out looking for trouble, or I mean, maybe the super right wingers or the super left wingers. But I think if it came out that the election was cheated on one side or the other, I would support whoever got cheated. So if democracy fails and our system failed, then I would protect it.
And that action would be against the government at that point.
I mean, that's against the government the whole time.
Word. All right. Well, let me. Can you tell me your first name and say that you give me permission to use this?
She said that's why I'm fighting that system. It's all.
Thanks, Preston. Appreciate talking to you. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to sign off with these guys. I've been doing this thing with. Here, let me just stop talking. 1 sec. Yeah, I do. I'm going to get out a couple cards.
Awesome. I always like seeing my hometown wherever this ends up. So.
I'm out. If anyone recorded this, send me a link, email, hook it up. I need to see those hearts flying. What's up?
Cool. Is he coming out? Yeah, he keeps on poking his head out. You scared him in. Scared them, her in. See it?
It's a really small crack, so he could he's in there. Go all the way in. Oh, I did see him, yeah. He saw me too. This little mouse. A little Manhattan mouse. Union Square mouse. We should have saved him some bread, bro.
I got a little. Just throw it away.
Fucking throw it away.
A little scrap in there.
Sorry, mouse, but I guess there's plenty of food around here for a mouse.
True. What was it? One mouse eat a Starburst? Is that fucked up?
Yeah, it's fucked up. Unless you want a mouse to go crazy. Saw him, but he also saw me too.
Mouse watch.
Mouses aren't stupid. There are lots of things.
Okay. Alright. Back to reality. Let's go home. And I guess it lives in there. I mean, it's a nice little spot. It's a small mouse. It's okay. Yeah, we have to go back to the other park anyways. Back. Are you ready?
Give up on the mouse?
I mean, it lives there. I mean, I gave up. What do you want me to do? I could go zoom in on it over there.
I gave up on you.
Oh, cool. A little actual mouse hole in here. Whoa, how far does it go back? Like
under that brick. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, sorry.
It's got access to the whole underground, doesn't it?
I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, I bet it's dirt underneath. Probably dug through. There's like a huge mouse looking at me.
Well, mouse.
Oh, they opened the park back up. Nice. Sandstorm. Oh, Sandstorm. Money Mike. Tiverto. Homie. Trout Complex. The Hater. Oh no. Look at that. Got the board back. Oh, he forgot the board, his skateboard inside the subway. It's about to be a shitty stream. Saved. Nice. Relief.
That's scary, bro.
I know, I was scared for you. I was about to end the stream.
You know how I feel about this board, right?
Yeah, that's why.
I was gonna cry, yeah. I was gonna straight up cry. And I know there's fucking rule, no crying on the stream.
Is that a rule? That's not a rule. You can cry. Oh. If you want to. Just a little bit. So.
This pizza joint's pretty nice. There's a bar in New York called the 13th Step.
I've seen it.
That's a fucking dry bar, bro. You'll never get drunk in there.
Why do you say that?
It's like a 12-step place.
That means you get super drunk.
No, that means everything in there is non-alcoholic.
No way.
Yep.
Is that what that means? I thought it was like a joke on the thing. And it's like, non-alcoholics anonymous in general. You're just getting drunk.
Probably have alcohol in there.
How do you survive on non-alcoholic drinks?
No.
I was, I mean, like, I would love that idea. That'd be cool. But I mean, I guess that's possible. Like soda machines. I swear. What is this? It's like new plywood, just like enables weird ass art. What is all this stuff? Oh, that's kind of cool, this sun. Little weird faces over there. Yeah, you make a left?
Yeah.
That should be close there. That place, Parsons, is all boarded up.
Are they letting people in? I bet they let people in.
Banksy versus who? Banksy versus Hill.
Looters and arsonists. Please use a hand sanitizer. Thank you. Paul Richard.
Paul Richard.
Cool. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Paul.
I don't know any looters or arsonists, though. Early. This is actually a nice day. Like, going on, like, looking forward, you know? As good as it's gonna get.
You mean as far as the turnout is concerned, you mean?
Yeah. Like, obviously there could be more people, but, like, I think that's, like, as good as it's gonna be for a while, which is great. Like, people that were worrying if the protests are going to die down or whatever, it doesn't look like that.
Not today, no.
Not on Thursdays.
Not on her watch.
No.
Not on Thursdays. That's right. Well, I hope they don't, but they're going to get increasingly colder and colder, and I wonder what it's going to be when it's 40 degrees and 30 degrees. And it's not going to be possible when it's 20 degrees.
No. It's shitty. It shouldn't even come to that.
That's why we should all put our money and our resources together for the winter. And we should get somebody who's into our cause, rent out a massive space, like a massive warehouse.
What?
Our headquarters, our New York City headquarters over the winter. You know, we let homeless people sleep there. We'll have meals. People will be providing for people, putting resumes together, and you know.
Pretty cool. Cool idea.
A community organization.
Yeah, like a garage or some shit.
And all we got to do is get heat going. You know, once you get all those minds, all those brains together, and all those resources and all those networks together, we could do something pretty cool, maybe, I bet.
One of these days, we're going to see Annie Milonakis out here.
Yeah, when we do, and I hope we do.
I saw that he's in New York. That'd be funny.
We're going to roll with him, and we do.
think he's gonna protest. He rolls hard. I don't think that. That's why it's weird that you don't see like any celebrities. I mean, it's not weird because it doesn't benefit them at all. Not directly, but I think it would. Like the Attorney General said that that they were going to look into the police abuse cases, and they wanted evidence of police misconduct. And like that makes her look good. And it's like I don't know what she's gonna do after being Attorney General, but it's like if she wants to like stay in politics, it's like run for governor or some shit. Like like that's how you do it. Like or win the people over. Like,
what is she? Is that she's?
But
the
I
one
guess
who
not the police
exposed?
union. Like they probably don't like her, but it makes her look good or whatever as someone that represents the people. Yeah.
Who? Stacey Adams?
No, the Attorney General here. I forget what her name is. I think it's like Barbara Sherman. I don't know. I'm totally bullshitting. But I like one of those days. I like sent her a bunch of footage from the stream. And so it's like either the Attorney General's gonna fuck me over or they're actually cool. So who knows? But that's what I was thinking at the time. But at that point, it's like I don't really give a shit. It's like it's all out there anyways.
I thought you were talking about they uncovered over 700,000.
What?
Such a
that
big
was
number.
in
over 700
Louisville,
found
right?
of covered up sexual abuses. Yeah.
Louisville Police Department.
And I think it's only I'm not I don't know.
Or wait, it seems like a lot for just one police department.
It seems like an awful lot.
But yeah, I don't know the details on that, but I do hear that. Yeah, these pigs roll one out. I think it's like lunchtime.
Yo, fucking thugs just driving around.
For a cheer, Mark Jacobs. And someone else cheered big time earlier. Thanks a lot. That was sweet. Fucking blew my screen up. Couldn't even see what I was recording at the time. Big cheers. That was sweet. Thank you. Scroll up. Oh, Sub Matifa. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, they're still in here. All of them. What is that? It's like 10 grown out.
So
got like some undercover cops over here, some shit.
I'm covering up sexual allegations.
now I want this one.
shady to park. Really? That's a question. Yeah, they've like left this park alone.
Fountain, yes. Fountain of
I
Righteousness.
guess they got rid of the spray paint over here.
I wonder what happened to all those who purified themselves into the fountain.
I think that must have been part of the spike.
It must have been, right?
Juan Charles should still be alive. What?
I was talking to my skateboard.
Oh.
I said, I almost lost you. I'll never lose you. I'll never lose you.
I would have been super sad too.
Yeah.
Who would take a skateboard like that?
I'm a jerk. I would have done it if I saw it. I would have totally taken it. But this skateboard, you know, not just some rando skateboard. But if it was fucking,
So
it was this particular one. They don't make them anymore. They can't have it. There's no replacement.
what this way? Stupid gun. Hey everyone. And the stream. Going home. Bye everyone. Good night. Sidewalk guy, Shizbang, Paper Mario. Oh, what's up, dude? Kelly C. Shiloh. Thanks, mods. Thanks everyone that chatted. Love you all. I've been live for like 2.5 hours, but peace. Malgasm. Peace, everyone.